She's a diva, a rock icon, and a philanthropist. One of the definitive singing voices of our generation, Annie Lennox, has provided the soundtrack to many of our lives. But there's much more to this music legend, and she's giving back. I recently had a chance to catch up with Miss Lennox, who was honored at the Campaign for Female Education's 25th Anniversary Gala, an international nonprofit focused on female education and leadership. Annie, I'd love to welcome you to Metro Focus. Thank you so much for taking time out of this amazing gala to speak with us.
Oh my goodness, it's such a pleasure to speak to you. I mean, no worries about the time.
You're being honored at CAMFED for the advocacy work that you've been doing throughout your career. What was it that brought you to advocating for women and young girls?
I think it really started when I had the opportunity to go to countries and to visit projects that were initiated by organizations like Oxfam, Comic Relief, and with Nelson Mandela's 46664 HIV/AIDS Foundation. Because those organizations took me to Uganda, it took me to Malawi, it took me to parts of Southern Africa, where I saw and understood the difference between life of Western, so-called Western developed countries and poorer countries where girls don't even get the opportunity to be on the bottommost rung of the ladder in terms of personal empowerment, social empowerment, economic empowerment. I saw a very different way of life for girls. I saw girls who would be pregnant at the age of 12, 11 or 12, really.
Oh my goodness.
And having reproduction going on for most of their teenage years and no other opportunities. I start to understand this disempowerment and that there was a theme. And I was so affected because, you know, I just feel that as the suffragette movement was established so many years ago, that we have work to do as women.
After having your eyes open to actually seeing some of the plight of young women around the world, you actually came back and started your own organization, correct?
We became a charitable organization 3 years ago. So we're a small organization, but we're very aspirant. Whether or not we have money in the bank, whether or not we're well known or not, each one of us can be an influencer in the world around us, among our friends, our community, the people that we work with. It all depends on your mindset. And if you have the sense of what it is like for women and girls around the globe, if you see some of the facts, then you can understand what feminism is really about on a global scale.
The point that you just made that I think is so poignant is that each one of us can be an influencer. We live in this culture right now where, you know, thanks to social media, so many of us can be so focused on, you know, how it is that we can get more likes or how it is that we can get more popular. But you're saying that it's also possible to harness that for a positive.
It's much more challenging. I noticed, you know, I'm on Instagram. I love Instagram. It's not for social connection. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that I like taking photographs on my iPhone. I'm not a photographer, but I love imagery. So I post something and I can write a little message to someone. And then maybe occasionally I'll drop something in about global feminism, about some injustice, about raising awareness about period poverty, for example, whatever it is. I have a small platform there. It's relatively small. If I write something about a beautiful flower, there'll be 20,000 likes, let's say.
Okay.
If I write anything about social justice, it drops down to about 2,000. And I find that very interesting. It's as if people actually don't really like to be as aware as I do about something I'm passionate about.
Unfortunately, I noticed that sometimes people can almost feel awareness fatigue or something, that sometimes these problems can feel so big, it's daunting, I just don't know what to do.
That's absolutely correct.
Your career, which has spanned just so many decades, I understand that you stepped away for a little while to focus on your family. How integrated is that into the work that you're doing now?
Becoming a mother was a life-changing and is a life-changing experience for any woman. It's a time when you actually realize in a profound way that the world does not spin around you, that it now must really revolve around a very, very vulnerable young baby that you are completely responsible for in every single way. And then it's so humanizing. It's such an equalizer because, you know, then you go for a walk in the park, let's say, and you're pushing your baby in the stroller. And then you see other women in different circumstances, and we're all doing the same thing.
So I do want to ask you about being here tonight and being honored by CAMFED. Why here tonight?
Well, this is where they're having the occasion of their 25th anniversary.
Yes.
And it's a very big occasion for them, I can imagine, to have started, I guess, from very small beginnings, as usually most NGOs start with one aspirant person. And to think that this one aspirant person began this organization, it has continued for 25 years, and now there are thousands of girls in Africa that are champions and leaders in their field because they've received an education, that are going to now, you know, like little seeds, multiply. There's a huge, huge challenge, a lack of education. And education is the key. For any kind of improvement, any kind of development, women are the key. Girls are the key. This is an absolute fundamental. So the fact that CAMFED are here celebrating 25 years, celebrating all their achievements, and going forward into the future where they're hoping to actually reach 5 million girls over the next 5 years.
Oh my God,
that is their
amazing.
goal. That is their goal. And those girls will multiply. They will support maybe 3 girls to each one. So in this way, you can see this kind of spread. What I'm very excited about is the future generation of young women coming up. I think you're going to see some very articulate, empowered, young African women representing their communities, their country, and that's what we need to see.
Well, that sounds like the perfect kind of organization that fits in with your passions that you've been explaining to us so eloquently.
Yes.
Listen, Annie, I want to thank you so much for sitting down with us. Like I said, I have been a fan of your work for so long, but knowing so much more about you and the advocacy that you've been done, it makes you even more of a diva in my eyes. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope I'm not too much of a diva.
No, this is a good kind of diva. Thank you.
Thank you.